Yo guys, what is going on? I'm back to another video, ball-related video. These haven't been coming out as regularly as I want, but we're here again, ball-related video. Before we get into it, people, we are not many subscribers away from 2K. Absolute dream to hit 2,000 subscribers. I've been trying to get it for so long, and I think we're about 22, 23 subscribers away from hitting 2K. So if you're not subscribed and you watch this video, please do hit that button down below and please do subscribe. And remember, as soon as we hit 2K, one of you people out there is going to win a free copy of FIFA 20. That's completely free as soon as you subscribe to the channel. Now, the reason why we're here, a few things happening in the butter. Do you know what I mean? Head coaches come in, his assistants are here now, being Jonathan Woodgate, got Robbie Keane, Danny Coyne, got Leo back at the butter. And now, we've got the pre-season fixtures that got released a few days ago. But of course, you know what I mean, I've just got on now to finally preparing this video and getting it out and getting all the information on the teams that's sort of playing. Fair few friendlies, 6 in total, which is pretty decent. I know last season, our pre-season, it didn't really go to plan. Got beat by Rochdale, got beat off Accrington Stanley, won a couple, lost a couple, went into the season, finished 7th. And it weren't really the best of seasons, was it? Let's be real. Do you know what I mean? 6 defeats in a row. Let's try and forget about them as soon as we can. Going to the new one, and I think to myself, as long as we can have a decent pre-season, it's going to fill us all with confidence going into the new season. I think the biggest sort of fixture that stood out to all Butter fans was the St. Etienne game, so say our last pre-season game at the Riverside, July 28th, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Our first one is obviously coming after our week-long trip away in Austria. Going back to Austria like we did last season. We played Grays at 8K, I believe they're called. It's on Friday, July the 5th at 6 PM, and they're actually inside the Austrian 2nd Division. So it's like playing a championship team, if you like. If that is going to be the equivalent. But yeah, don't know much about the team we're playing. I couldn't tell you a lot about the team we're playing. All I know is that they're playing the Austrian 2nd Division. It's a decent one. Game to the first one back after the season obviously ended last season. July the 5th on the Friday night. Hopefully it's streamed somewhere so those Butter fans can watch it, or hopefully some commentary. But you know, I do expect as well in a few of these friendlies there's going to be a few under 23s playing in them, and it won't all be first team. But like I say, Grays at AK or Graz at AK, however you want to pronounce it, that's the first one. We then come back to England, if you like, and just 5 days later we go to Gateshead, which isn't too far away for us Butter fans, about 45 minutes away. The National League Northside Gateshead. Wednesday, July the 10th, a 7:30 kickoff away from home. But it's called the International Stadium, is it their stadium? Want to tick off the list, do you know what I mean? I've never been there, just want to tick off Gateshead. And normally, on our away days, we normally see a lot of either South Shields or Gateshead fans travelling home and away. So I can tell you that now, from experience of talking to them, they're actually a great bunch of fans who just love the football club like us Borough fans do. So should be a decent sort of away day, if you want to call it, away fixture. 7:30 kickoff. In that one, I can see the under 23s featuring a lot. I can see the likes of Nathan Wood. Let's see, Lewis Swing, maybe he's featuring that one. I think there'll be a lot of under 23s. Ashley Fletcher, yeah, Spence, them sort of lads. Bermutovic, them sort of lads getting the opportunity again. Listen, I could be completely wrong, but I reckon that he'll probably go with his first team, sort of in his subs against Gretz AK on Friday, July the 5th. And 5 days later, possibly take some of the first team, but have the majority under 23s. Facing Gateshead. 4 days later, we're back up the road, not too far again. 20 minutes on a train in it to Hartlepool United. Never actually been to Victoria Park, believe it or not. I've never actually been to the amount of times the Borough played Hartlepool. Never once stepped in their stadium. Been on the outside of it, never been inside of it. And hopefully this time I actually get to go to this game. Sunday, July the 14th, which is the 1 PM kickoff. Hartlepool away. Should be fairly decent again. Another one to tick off the list. And one that I'm looking forward to, from quite honestly. I mean, it isn't too far from us. It's only a cheap train journey away. Getting to the pub before it, and you know, it should be a decent game. I know the National League now we're Championship, and I think last season we did win 5-0. And like I say, hopefully we can see plenty more goals again, and hopefully have the same sort of result. That would be very, very nice. Then we go away again, and I believe we go to Germany. It's actually my birthday, this one. Saturday, July the 20th, the 4 PM kickoff at the Voigt Stadium. And this one's against Heidenheim. 1846 is the name of their team. Let's say 4 PM kickoff. Saturday, July the 20th. I did want to try and make this game, but I think expenses and whatnot would just put me back a little bit, so I'm a little bit gutted about that. But yeah, like I said, German team, not bad. Again, do you know what I mean? Another trip out for the boys against another different opposition completely, different sort of league to, you know what I mean, obviously the one that Borough playing. And I'd say hopefully a game with another result inside this pre-season, hopefully get a win against that team. We come back again, back to England, Tuesday the 23rd of July, Salford City, newly promoted as well into the Football League. That's away at 7:30, and I reckon there's going to be a fair few Borough fans travelling to Salford City. As you all know, they are owned by pretty much the class of 92, Phil Neville, Gary Neville, David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Nicky Butt. And it's one that I'm looking forward to, for honest with you, Salford City, like I said, do you know what I mean? Big names own it. That's going to attract a lot of Borough fans, I reckon, to go to this game. It's right near Old Trafford as well, so us Borough fans can actually go to Old Trafford before it, have a look around Old Trafford. Listen, it's an incredible stadium, so it's always nice to see it. And then, of course, go up to Salford, watch Borough versus Salford. Again, what kind of a team's going to play there? We don't know what kind of team he's going to put out. Woodgate, we have no idea. But again, I'm guessing that the first team's probably going to go to Germany and play, and it could be a lot of the under-23s / some of the first team against Salford. Of course, Sunday, July 28th is a massive game for me. I think this is a huge fixture. AS Saint Etienne, who have now actually qualified for Europa League football for the coming season coming up. And that will actually be at the Riverside. The 3 PM kickoff at home. And Paul Pogba's brother, I believe, plays for Saint Etienne. And a guy called Kazari, is that how you pronounce his name? Ex-Sunderland player, also plays for Saint Etienne. And again, I reckon that's going to be a decent crowd. I'm hoping it's going to be a decent crowd at the Riverside. I mean, they're a big team in Liga Ern, so it should be decent. But overall, the 6 fixtures, if I had to go off it now and say how many do I think will win, the Grits at AK, I don't know much about their team. I don't really know much about them. Our first one back, I'd probably take a draw against them. I think against Gateshead, you'd probably want to take a win. Hartlepool, same again, you know what I mean? With the league difference, with the sort of difference in players, I think everybody will be expecting a Borough win again. The one in Germany at Heidenheim, 1846. It's going to be a tough one, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? They are a German team. Again, don't know much about them. All you hope for really is that Borough can get as many wins as you possibly can throughout this pre-season, just to give us all a massive confidence and massive boost going to the new season. But in that one there, again, it could be a draw, it could even be a defeat if you like, but it just depends. I mean, listen, I want Borough to win them all, but let's be realistic, I don't know much about them. I don't know much I know about Borough or A.J.T. talking about their team, so I'll go for a draw. Salford City is one that I think it'll be a tough, I really do think it'll be a tough game, that one, even though it's a pre-season friendly. Do you know what I mean? They've been promoted, they're going to have some decent players, probably some pacey players as well. That one could be a draw. Do you know what I mean? Let's say for granted it could be a draw. The last one's Saint Etienne. I'm hoping for a win. I don't know how it's going to go, that one. I don't want to say a defeat. But again, Saint Etienne preparing for their new season, the same as what the Borough are. It should be an overall decent game. And overall, looking at these pre-season fixtures, they should be decent for us. I said 6 fixtures there. Some hard tests and some sort of mediocre tests in there as well. But overall, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that we bring in some new names throughout that sort of July calendar. At the minute, we are linked with a couple of names, but as soon as we sort of signing players, I will be sort of releasing videos on the player, doing a sort of like fact file on the player and everything else. But at the minute, we have to just sit patiently, hope that Borough are looking at players, which no doubt they are. If it's my opinion, I think we need to strengthen left back, right back, 100%, possibly another centre back. I think a few more creative midfielders to go alongside Lewis Wing. Up top, I say I'm happy with Britt and Ashley Fletcher. I don't really see why none of them two need to be separated. I'm pretty happy with them two. The midfielders, yeah, I would say a few more creative players. Obviously, I'll play Tav from now on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, possibly another winger, possibly, unless he's going to play wing-backs. But if he wants to go attacking football, it might not be the way. I mean, we don't know these things. One thing that I am really happy about, Robbie Keane's in now. Do you know what I mean? He can now try and coach Britt, Fletch. You know what I mean? I know he's got a good stead there as well, but try and put your main focus on them two. And no doubt they were banging the goals in. And players that I would say have to leave, there's a few in there. The likes of your George Friends. I think Aidan Flint's unhappy. Rudy Stead, I think his time's up at the club. Could Adam Clayton possibly depart? We don't know these things. I mean, I'm just a fan to give my opinion on it. But overall, people, 6 fixtures. Let's hope that Borough have a decent pre-season. How do you think our pre-season will go, results-wise? Comment down below. Check out all my social medias. Link in the description. And I'll catch you guys again next time. Up the Borough.